Welcome back to Modumate's click-by-click guided tutorials. In this tutorial, we will craft the assemblies that we will host on our pool house's massing graph. Let's go navigate to our pool house now. You should load tutorial project 1B if you don't already have it open. Alright, this massing graph has planes representing walls, roofs, floors, doors, and windows. Let's talk about walls first. As you can see, the main house already has wall assemblies placed on its massing graph. By pressing F1, we can see the massing graph, and by pressing F2, we can see the separators hosted on it. This assembly is a 2x4 exterior wood stud wall. Let's take a look at that wall's assembly. Click the Separator Tools palette, and then click the Wall tool. You'll see down here in the Assemblies list, a list of all of the wall assemblies Modumate comes with out of the box. One of them, the 2x4 exterior wood stud wall, has been used on the main house. If we click Edit on this wall, we will be shown the assembly of the wall in a space called our Bim Designer. The Bim Designer is a canvas to see how your BIM assemblies are built. It arranges all the information inside this wall into a tree of nodes. For example, a wall is a stack of layers, and each layer is a patterned arrangement of modules. This simple approach gives you clear control over what basic parts exist in your building for later scheduling and quantity estimating. To use the BIM Designer, you must understand one concept, a preset. Every specific, savable, linkable 3D object in Modumate's BIM universe is called a preset. It's like a recipe or data tree made up of properties and references to other presets. So this wall is a preset, this layer is a preset, this 2x4 is a preset. When you try to swap this 2x4 for a different module, the options you can choose from are all presets. Every construction object, no matter what level of the tree, is a preset. Let's make two changes to this exterior wall. First, let's swap its 2x4 to a 2x6, so it becomes a 2x6 exterior wood stud wall. Click on the wood stud layer, click on the 2x4 module, then click the Swap Preset button. You'll see a list of alternatives. Click the typical 2x6. Notice the parent layer has turned blue. This means that this preset has unsaved changes. One of its references has changed. It wants to know, by changing my 2x4 to a 2x6, did you want to update every instance of this layer across the whole project, or branch off the old layer definition and make a new layer? Let's save new. We will change the layer's name so it describes the new contents, 2x6s. We will click Add New. Now this causes changes to the wall which are unsaved. Do we want to overwrite all uses of this wall with 2x6s? Or branch off of the old wall recipe for a 2x6 wall recipe? We want to branch off, so we will rename this 2x6 exterior wood stud, and we will click Add New. We now find the new wall at the bottom of the list, separate from the old wall. The second change we want to make is to add 2 inches of exterior insulation behind this waterproofing in front of the OSB. We can click Add Layer, and we can search this list for the term foam. Let's add 2 inches of polyiso foam as the exterior layer, and now let's save this wall, which will overwrite it and not branch off a new preset. You can now see the thumbnail has 5 layers, not 4. With this wall crafted, let's return to the project. Next, let's look at the main house's roof. The assembly being used is a typical roof. Let's see what that means. Once again, we click the Separator Tools button and the Roof button, and we look down the list for Typical Roof and click Edit. This means it has a thin waterproofing layer, above a 1/2-inch plywood layer, above 2x8s at 24 inches, with a 1/2-inch gypsum board Type X below. This looks like a good fit for our project as well. Congratulations! You've just learned how to craft and customize the assemblies that you place onto your massing graph. Every construction object in Modumate is a tree of presets, and you can modify these presets by clicking down the tree and editing their properties or swapping to alternative presets in Modumate's library. When you do, the system tracks your unsaved changes and asks, do you want to overwrite the parent preset or branch off of it and make a new preset? In this case, we can overwrite it. And we can undo that change. In the next tutorial, we will host these assemblies onto our massing graph.